Right. I have no idea how. My dad is going back to work. So from now on, I think I need to get a call from Jason. I don't know, where is he at now? Come in. Oh, hey James. Just came late. So, how's your behaviours then? Oh, Jason. Jason, I'm so glad to see you. How you doing? Man, your scent is nice, man. Man. Did you put your aftershave on? You did put your aftershave, didn't you? It's very nice. Yeah, just a bit of an aftershave, James, because I just put some scent in it. It's all dried because nothing happens, but don't worry, James. I couldn't even try harder than this. So, James, I'm just gonna tell you something that I've taught your dad before about the homicide lockdown, but for some reason, James, yeah, there is something that I can tell you things already. It's a homicide lockdown, but I know you've already you've already noticed about the lockdown, but for some reason, James, there is a big problem in here. When I came back, it's not gonna happen when it's ended. But actually, James, the only things I have done something, but it's not the real thing to say, but it's a homicide lockdown, James. I'm sorry. But I'm about to say it's not gonna happen. Well, I know this is a lot of few things, so there's a lot of few things to say if it's not gonna happen, but I'm really sorry for what I've done to you for last time. What for the last year. Sorry for what I've did to you last 2 years, but you know, there's a bit mistakes going on, but it's not in my head for some reason. And by the way, James, I couldn't even say if it wasn't you, but I couldn't even say if it's not you, but for some reason, James, I have to forgive that it's unlikely intimidated. So, for some reason, James, I have to forgive about your stuff for some reason, but, you know, it's kind of a real thing to say, but the only things I've heard about it is kind of a real thing. But what I was thinking is now, James, it's not kind of real stuff, but it's not from the beginning. So, what I was thinking is now, James, it's not the real thing to say, but it's the only thing I have to not to forgive to somebody. So, the only things I've thought about it's hard to tell. It tells the story about it. But the main reason, but for some common reason, but it's not a bad habit. But like I said, it's not about you, doesn't it? I've spoken to other these people, but there were quite a lot of few people in here. But I think there was something that I can tell. But I'm telling you about this. There was something that I really, really needed to help. That I need to respect. To make a difference, to look. When it's happened. But the only things that it doesn't really matter what it tells the reader's attention. My braveful warriors can only help, but there is no gesturing help for some reason. There is no spoken reasons that the spoken reason, it's not the kind of thing, the actual reactions. Because I've been reacting to other people in their homeland. But the homeland or childhoods, the homicide lockdown it's unfinished, but this is the unfinished lockdown though, James. There is nothing that I can do. There is nothing I can do though, James, but I'm sorry. There is nothing I can do. All I need to do is to save people in the whole mind. But every these people stick ahead what they needed to take. They've taken their orders. But once again, James, it's not about the other client, but it's not a good change. There is a changes going on in our world, But by the way, there is nothing that we can always do about it. But for some reason, James, I know there's a lot of few things happening when it's done. And I suppose so, nothing. Because me and Simon would destroy the Flame of Dungeon last month. But a few months ago, we've destroyed the Flame of Dungeon. And that's all done. But the next one, me and Simon have our plans. But my plan, the MWF shipment, the shipping their containers. But during the homicide lockdown, it's not finished, It's a long way to finish the lockdown. We have to stop this. There is nothing we can do about it, James. We could always do. But there is nothing we can always doing by the other time. It's not going to happen this time. But recently, it's not happened. But I'm sorry. But it wasn't my fault anyways. But I'm sorry. Don't worry, Jason. All you have to do, you have to try your best. But try your best though, Jason. You're the good man as new. You're the good man as a real person. For some reason, Jason, I think you can help us to save the world. Saving the world is very important. I've saved people's lives for a long time, Jason. Because I came alongside. It's not what I was planning to. Because when I planned to make my way to Restrictlium and Parasite, but nothing really matters. It doesn't really matter, Jason. We can figure it out for what we are doing. You know what I mean? But don't worry though, Jason. I can still help you in peace. You know what I mean? But I can stick around with you. But the only things I can tell you things more, it's all in my mind. It's all in my mind though, Jason. But you're okay though. But you're still fine. You can do whatever you wanted to. But all you should do now, people said you have to try your best. Try your best though, Jason. I know you can. You could try your best as soon as possible, okay? You can save the world. But good luck though, Jason. Try your best. Indeed. Thank you, James. But I'm always proud, but it is gonna work. I can tell. I can do whatever I want. But for some reason, James, you can ask me whatever you wanted to. By that time, I can help you. But I can help every people in the whole mine. Do you know what, James? I have to go now. Take care of yourself. I need to head. Okay? See you later, James.